Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Okay, well, what's up, Bell? What's up, Garrett? Please fix voice. It's already fixed. You don't know yet because there's a delay on the audio, but we're good to go. It's awesome. That was my bad, actually. My cat chewed through another cable that made my speakers stop working, so I reconfigured a bunch of my audio stuff and then figured maybe it was a bad cable. So I just swapped the cable out and my speakers are working great now. But some settings have changed audio-wise. Like my mic used to default to on, and I thought maybe I'll default that to muted, but then I forgot that I switched that and started with the mic defaulted to nothing. So, all right, here's the deal. There's 10 ratings on this already. How are there 10 ratings on this? We played it. Massault posted it last week. Maybe Massault posted it somewhere else, but, cats these days, man, they keep chewing cables. I know. We're gonna play ASDF World v3, which I was told definitely, wink wink, has nothing to do with Divinity and is not gonna be a test that is in Divinity. Oh, my audio thing is still... I tried to turn it down completely. Why did it go full whatever? Alright. What's up, Marco? Welcome in. I don't know why when I turned my thing down it went up. I should switch it back to the original cable. My mouse is like mega sensitive. Hang on. Whoa, that's even worse. Slow. Okay, this feels about right. I think I upped the mouse sensitivity last time. So, whew. Okay. So here's the deal with these fields. You can put portals on them, and they can drop. All right, we're set so far, so good. So far, so good. So what we can do is get through here like this. Then we can get through like this. This mechanic is so cool. And there's a laser up here. Now, the reason I know there's a laser up here is because we've already tried this test a couple of times. So let me show you what's going on first. So here's the deal with this test that we're trying to figure out. And then once I'm done explaining the test, like the puzzle elements, then we can go back to hanging out and chatting while I try to figure out a solution. This is unpowered. In order to power it, we need a laser to shine into that laser receptacle. That does two things. It powers this faithplate and rudely closes the door. So that's the whole test. There's also a cube dropper, which I'll go back up and show you how to get that one. The cube dropper is done by this guy here. So we got to vibe out the spot. Now we have a cube. Falls into there, drops this one, yada yada. It is also a laser cube. So here's the deal. We need a way to... let me get back down here. Let me get back down here. We need a way to stand in this chamber so that we can run in there. We need to fire a portal, either here or somewhere, that triggers this for long enough for us to jump off of this faithplate. Then the laser needs to stop going into that receptor. What's up, Maddie? Welcome in. Because then the door will open back up when the laser stops going into the receptor. So there's a couple of ways to do this logically. Logically speaking. Let's say we somehow have... Well, let's go back down to this room in here. Because keep in mind, unless that cube is on that button right there, there will be a field going across this way. So we'll be in here. What can we see from here? If Ghost Cube, I'm thinking probably Ghost Cube. The Ghost Cube has to be involved somehow. That being said, the only way to get a Ghost Cube is to fire a laser into there while the ghost cube is set up. So hear me out. We have to be in here. We have to somehow move a portal so that the laser shines into the receptor. That also starts some kind of a weird timer, ghost cube style thing that we can run over here, jump off of this, and then the laser goes away. We were also noting last time, what's up, Mystery Biscuits? By mods, do you mean community chambers or something more substantial? In this case, I mean community chamber with heavy mods. So there mods in two ways. One is that they're using, I actually don't know if it's B-mod or B2. I know it's not hammerized yet. Anyways, yeah, some hefty modded mechanics via map making mods. And then also we're using reshade to get some nice lighting in here because I like a little bit of reflections and ray traced lighting. So yeah, it just adds a little bit. It's all good. These are the, I don't know that they're officially Portal Divinity fields, but Divinity is using these so nicely. And this map is, wink wink, definitely not associated with Portal Divinity. Several of the makers of Divinity were definitely not in the stream telling me that this was in Chapter 4 last time. Wink wink, actually, that is. Brew of the Day is I forgot the region it's from, but it's a double espresso shot from a Nespresso. So it was in a pod, and it was one of their like highly seasonal super mega ultra coffees. And then I turned it into an Americano because I wanted more than just 2 shots of espresso to last for the live stream. Thanks for asking though. It's pretty good. It's actually a little smoky, which I like. I like a little bit of smoke in a coffee. I don't smoke. I have smoked a half of a cigar once, and I didn't enjoy it much. I'm not saying cigars are bad, I'm just saying I didn't enjoy it. My mouth felt kind of like beef jerky for the whole rest of that evening and the whole next full day. And Pink Ninja doesn't like the smell of cigar smoke anyways. So I was away for a bachelor party on a weekend. I was like, I can smoke this cigar. She's not opposed to smoking cigars every now and then. She just doesn't like the smell. And so I was like, I could try it because she won't be affected by me smelling like cigar smoke for that night. So I tried it, and it's just not for me, which I'm kind of glad because they get expensive. I already like scotch. I already like scotch and whiskey, and that gets expensive. So if you're going to get into a hobby or a habit that is expensive, just budget for it, you know? Don't go broke trying to get that Louis Trey cognac. Unless you are insanely rich and enjoy Louis Trey, then go ahead and do that. I have a story where I got to try it for free, mind you. All it took was an entire career of 2 people working together. And it resulted in, well, 1, a lot of good work and a friendship, but 2, I got to try Louis Trey, which was excellent. And I'm very thankful for the generosity of the man who let me try the Louis Trey that he owned, because it's very, very expensive. It was also delicious. Yeah, anyways, what were we talking about? I've done this again. Oh yes, the other mechanic, before I got distracted and started explaining what mods I use. The other mechanic requires me to set something up first. Actually, I think the last time I quick saved, last stream, was in this room, right here, with the thing already set up. Yes, okay, so check this out. I have blue up there. If I put orange right here, there's a reason that this room is so long. Assault hasn't updated being able to stand here yet, which is interesting. There's a reason this room, I think, is so long, and that's because if you shine a laser, you'll notice that the floor on this side, you'll notice that the floor on that side is angled such that you cannot shine a laser from the cube into the receptor that respawns the cube. There is no way to put it down. However, the other side of the chamber extends quite a bit longer, so that if you stand right here, you can make the cube respawn itself. I don't know if you saw it, Well, it was off screen. I don't know if you followed it. What happened is I put the laser there. It shined into the cube, which bounced it into its own cube drop laser receptor. And then it respawned and put down there. So Masalt told us to save here where we're at currently, and we need to figure out what this mechanic is used for. Now, I don't know if there's a way. I don't know if there's a way to go up there and set up portals so that we can get this cube ghosting, but let's try it because we've already saved right here. I love how we distract you from the puzzle 80% of the time. Yeah, seriously, if I were playing these puzzles by myself, they'd go a lot quicker, but I would be sad and lonely, so I don't want that. Okay, hear me out. If we put blue just anywhere else, and we set up orange to shine into that cube over there, so now if we put blue here, we'll be able to shoot that. The thing is, we could put blue here, orange here, and run back. But I think we need to be standing down here. So let me think if there's a way for us to be down in that chamber while also having this set up. I don't think so. Also, there's trouble because this wall blocks lasers. So unless we're standing on that button, it doesn't do us any good to have this set up. Now, what we can do, we could go, let's go back over here. Stand on the button. We could set this up from the other side. Is there any way to set this up while also having the portal up? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Because we need to be on that side in order to see that portal. And we need to have this dropped to be able to place a portal here. We could set it up and then go up. We could set it up from up top and then go down, but then we would be entering on this side of the field. But we need to somehow touch this button. We can't use the cube to put on the button because the whole point is that we need the cube over there somehow. So let's just do it. Let's do it section by section. Can we do it from here? No, because in order to hit that cube with the laser, we need this wall up and we need a portal over there. We can't put a portal here and here because the only way to put portals on both sides of the wall like that would be to be up top, and then we can't enter them from here. So that's not it. We can't be in this room with this configuration. We can be in this room with this configuration because all we need to do is jump down through orange. That puts us in this room. What can we do from here? What can we do from here and up there that allows us to do some ghost cube setup? Because if we just put orange there, that does set it up well. Are there portals floating in front of the pink fizzler? Yeah, they're actually on it, but because of, like, the pink fizzler is thicker than it looks, you can't put the portals too close or they interact weirdly if they're on both sides of it. So this is effectively on the pink fizzler, but it's just not actually visibly touching it. Yeah. Ghost in a cube, I think it would ghost you, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't think that cube's ever texted me back. For shame, honestly. All right, the other thing, we know we can do something from this chamber. Let's think about this chamber. If we go down into here, we can put actually this here, which now the faith plate is on. That doesn't really help us, but the faith plate is on. Hitbox shenanigans, got it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a hitbox thing. But we're not going to take advantage of that. I don't know if there are any ways to take advantage of that. We're not going to attempt to take advantage. Oh, Maddie, I just saw your message. Where do we send maps? You can post the name of it in the chat here, or you can post a link to it in the Discord. The best way for these live streams where I'm taking requests is to just post the name of the map and then I can add it. I could go search the workshop real quick. I love a good coffee in the morning. It's not even the morning. So this is exactly where we were stuck last time, but I'm kind of trying to think through puzzle item by puzzle item. If we have, when we respawn the cube, it'll drop this one. And Masalt did say there was a little bit of quick timing involved, but definitely not like really tight quick timing. Which leads me to believe that we need to set up the ghost cube somehow, then activate it, quote unquote, like start off a chain of events from here and run to there. The trouble is that I don't know how to combine this ghost cube with that. Also, this was a test designed by Masalt, which frequently tests designed by Masalt have very like looping cycles of things that you do with different states. For example, if we were to get up here with that box in this room, for example, that would be a far different state than if we were up here with the box in that room. So even though we are in the same position with the same power to move portals, the state being different makes it very different for what we are allowed to do. Another example, if the cube were on this button, then we wouldn't have this pink field fizzling here. So from down below, even though we're in the same spot with the same portals, we can see a lot more vision-wise. So let's say, let me just go ahead and respawn. I need this in the other room. Let me respawn the cube real quick. Actually, I need to be there because I need to stand on the button. When the cube is there, I missed. When the cube is there, this field is dropped. If I stand here, how satisfying is this? Big old empty room. Big old empty room. Now this is dropped into the floor, which means two things. One, we cannot shine a laser into it. And two, it will always catch and push that button when it falls. We could put the cube on this button. Then we could stand in here. I don't know that this will be helpful, but let's just do some stuff. This, for example, could point right at that. But that doesn't help us because we would need the cube to be this way. So from this room, one, the only way for the laser to hit the cube on this button is to shine in from here. Excuse me. Thank you. Which just sends it right back into the cube thing. Because, and I'll show you, it stops it. This is effectively a wall. I mean, you guys saw it. It wasn't going through there when I shined it over like this. So it stops there. So having the cube on this button doesn't help us at all, laser-wise. Which I think we need the cube to do a laser thing. What's up, Danique? Welcome in. I see TFA and all I think is two-factor authentication. And then I start thinking that this user is specifically an account designed for two-factor authentication for you. That's probably not it, but that or Team Fortress something. Team Fortress All-Star. Alright, this is not it. Let's go respawn it. Someone tell Masalt. I don't think that's it. I really don't think that's it. It's fine. I don't think The Fox animating your 12, but TFA stuck as an acronym. Nice. I would never in a million years have guessed the Fox animating. So, glad I asked though. There's a story behind it. I'm always happy to hear a story behind something. I suppose not always if it's a story that I don't want to hear. Okay, so if it doesn't go on there, and it does go over there, then I imagine what we'll have to do is we'll have to stand on this button and do something. That does cause the ghost cube, but there's no way we can run all the way over to there with this cube respawning itself. So what can we do that we couldn't do otherwise? What unique state can we get into with that ghost cube being over there respawning that we couldn't get into before? That's the question. When this cube does respawn, do you remember Portal Java Edition's releasing this month? Oh, yes. Okay, that's exciting. I want to play more maps. I've been stuck in Masalt's test for a long time, so I am learning logic more. My brain getting smarter, so I should be able to cruise through Portal Java Edition. It is just so pretty. I cannot believe... I just can't believe it. Every time I open that mod up, I'm like, it's not even a mod. Every time I open up Minecraft set up for Portal Java Edition, I'm like, how? How in the world is this Minecraft? It feels like Portal. It's just not. Okay, what was I saying? If I quick load, we have a ghost cube, which means we have a little bit of time. A little bit of time to set something up. So what state can we get in with this ghost cube? If I put orange here, we will have about 3 seconds before this field drops. Have about 3 seconds before that field drops. If we step off of this field comes back up. We have blue there, we have orange there. If we ghost cube it and then put orange here and rush to the top, then the cube is going to fall pretty much right up there. What advantage do we have being up at the top here with the cube on there? Because we can get there. Wait, that might be a unique state. Hang on, let me do that real quick. Did I miss? I think I missed. I definitely missed. It's over this way more. Okay. This might not be a state we're allowed to get in. No, because we could get up here and just do this. And that respawns the laser cube. So the only difference is that we had a null portal. But a null portal doesn't really help us from up here, because to get anywhere now, we need to go down below. So I don't think coming up here was the answer. Let me think. Masalt kept telling us to save here, and then he kept telling us to load back to here. So there must be a step here that I'm missing. If we put orange there, we could put blue here and come out on this side. So orange. Now we're on this side with a blue portal there. It is a null portal. We could have put it on the other wall potentially. So we would have no portals. So we could be here on this side with no portals. It's magic. I think my brain needs even more fuses it can burn through than last week. Yeah, I'm feeling you. I have that distinct lack of brain power happening right now. Okay, so we can get to here. What state is this? Why is that an option? Oh, that's really funny. Technically that is one wall, so we can put portals there. Someone tell him assault. We found 2 bugs. I don't even know if that's a bug. I just think it needs a placement helper up there. It does look weird. I'm hoping that's not part of the test. That's way too janky for an assault test. There's no way. There's no way. Because technically, I think if you put it right in the middle there, then you can get to either side. Like you can get up here or down below. Technically, the laser is shining through and we can get down below here. But I don't think that's right. Assault has higher standards than this. Absolutely. All right. So we can get there. I don't know how that helps us. What can we set up from this side? What can we set up from doing that? Let's put it here. Let's do orange. Now we have no portals and we're up on this side. How does that help us though? We can't really do anything. We can laser though. We can get back up. That's all we can do. So that's not it either. We can also do that from up here. So like this is not a state that... Actually, we can't get here by respawning the cube from the top. Can we? Yeah, if we're already on top, that means we have a portal there. So we can respawn the cube from the top, and then it's not a big deal. We can respawn this here. We can respawn it like this. Then we could run down. We could respawn it, put a portal there. That would turn the faith plate on, but then we can't get down. So that's not a good path. What else can we do from here that we can't do from somewhere else? There's no way. I wonder if the hitbox bug still exists. You think? Let's go try it. Oh, we need to be... How did we do it before? Oh, we had the box on that one. Do you know the YouTube channel Scammer Payback? I don't. Is that like a call center scam payback thing? Okay, we need to get down here. Then we do this. This. Then we need to take this guy back through. Put it on here. Then we go up to the top. Then we go down below. Then we can do this. Didn't quite make it. Over further. Over further. Okay, so there was a bug where we can stand over the edge. And we can see this. Then we can walk through. This does not count. But it just helps me to know that that's still there. Just in case I get so fed up with this test. They said so many times that it's very, very subtle. So there must be something that I'm just not thinking about. That there's some kind of subtlety. Also, Belle, you've been chatting so much and you got bumped down to the number 2 spot. How in the world? Who is my top fan? Maddie is the top fan. That's wild. Sorry, it's so wild to me that somebody who chats so much only gets the same amount of EXP as someone who chatted like 4 times. You're playing this map to see a viable solution, but like you're on your own. Thanks, Maddie. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. YouTube is tripping out. All right, let me reload. Basalt kept saying to reload here. He kept saying reload. So what are my options? Once we put this laser, we'll have orange there and blue there. So my options are, and once it respawns, this field will drop. So my options are put orange on here and end up on the top with the null portal, or put blue on here and end up on that side with the null portal. So we went up top with the null portal. Let's put blue here. Well, orange is over here, so we need to go up top, or I suppose we could just stay here, but that doesn't really help. Let's see if we just stay here, what happens. Blue null portal. Then we get this one back up. And now we're in the start chamber with the blue up top from this side. What can we do with that from here? We can put orange. You don't really care about the XP thing. You're just glad to be here. I see what you did there with the glad. Sorry, I have trauma from rivals. Oh, pay to win. Is Marvels pay to win? Is Rivals pay to win? That's weird to me. It would seem like it was just Overwatch, but with Marvel skin. I can't imagine how they would implement a pay to win unless they have some skins that are just like so distracting or camouflage that it makes a big difference in a map. Oh, Roblox Rivals. I see. Alright, what else can we do? We're here now. Null portal up top. If I put... This is purposefully off this button. Can I hit this with the cube somehow? No, it goes definitely underneath. So that's not an option. I should check out Scammer Payback sometime. I don't watch a lot of YouTube these days. It's just too distracting for me. Which is, it's ironic that like I'm live streaming on YouTube, but like I push more content to YouTube than I consume these days. And I'm only pushing 2 hours a week, so that's a thing. Okay, if we take this off, we could get a null portal from room 1 by doing this. So I don't know that that's a thing. So being here isn't the answer either. The other option is null portal to the top, which we've done, that didn't really expose a lot of options. It did allow us to have more mobility. The other option is to put it somewhere on this wall, go up top, or put it somewhere on this wall and go to the other side of the wall. We haven't tried that one. If I put orange here and then I put blue here, we can get to this side. Now where can we go? We still have that portal open. And we have... I just don't know. Like, we can't do anything here now, other than we could put orange up top or we can put orange down here. If we put orange down here, what can we set up? We could put blue... I mean, we could do something like this. And then we could go up and we could put orange there. But then... I wouldn't want to be more on YouTube either if you'd be a streamer or content creator. Yeah. Kinda doubt Masalt knows he's playing this. Yeah. Quick mention a cube throw. If I mentioning a cube throw summons Masalt. he's just out there sitting somewhere and he's like, someone is breaking one of my tests with a cube throw. I need to be there. And then logs into YouTube, and YouTube hits him up with the notification that I'm live. He's like, I knew it. I knew it was him. Oh man. And you know I'm not gonna give a hint? That's true. No, I found 2 bugs actually. Well, not really bugs, just weird things. One is that when the divinity field is on, it technically makes this whole thing one solid wall, so you can put a portal halfway between. Which is interesting. I think you just need a helper placement up there. And then what was the other one? The other one, funny enough, yeah, let me go up here and then go down. Where's the cube? Go down here. There's bars here to prevent the cube coming back, but it doesn't. The bar. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I just need to get back up there. The bars don't care about the cube for some reason going this way. They just don't even exist. So, there's that. We could be up here with the cube, which means we could do a crazy laser going through it. Everyone hates this. Everyone hates what's going on here. What is even happening? What? I'm not even touching it. We've set up some weird automation stuff. It stopped. That was weird. Someone should definitely not make a whole test based on the weirdness of a cube with a laser sitting on a surface that does that somehow. The cube was sentient? Yeah, really. Alright, we were back here. I guess, I mean, the jail bar, being able to take the cube to the top, aside from being able to angle a laser through like that, and maybe break some test logic, doesn't really matter because you can't bring the cube back through, which is the important thing. So, a metal penguin, what's up? Is it too late to submit a test chamber? No, you can drop it in the chat. Just drop the name of it. Honestly, I'm probably not gonna make much progress on this one. I've already been here for 30 minutes. I've made 0 progress since the last time that we played it. So, drop your test. I'll log into it. Just as long as it's family friendly. I don't want to drop into some weird troll map that's just dropping swear words all over the place. But I'm happy to play what you got. Tyrant Rebellion update. All right, let's do this thing. Let me oh, my mixer froze. Be prepared for loud music. Hello, mixer. Hello. Nope, it is just frozen. Ah. Why, Beacon? Why? They updated and it fixed a bug that I used to have, but now it goes unresponsive for some reason, and that's even worse. Now I can't use it to mix. All right. Sorry about that. Let me open the app. Maybe if I open, that's not, no. If I open the app and then mixer profiles. Okay, can I, it's working now. Literally when the app is is open, it works. So I guess I'm just gonna leave it open. All right, let's hit up the workshop. Let's go to Tyrant Rebellion. Update by a metal penguin. Very nice. Okay. I love that you preemptively have a collection that's your stuff with one thing in it. So this is great. All right, I have loaded it up. Let's hop over. That portal looks weirdly placed. Well, it was weirdly placed. Man, everything's breaking these days. All right, let's see what this is all about. Now this...
Greg's telling me the number of possible alternate universes is literally infinite. Maybe there's one where, I don't know, the Greeks won World War II. Just a heads up in case you get to a test chamber and find yourself surrounded by urns. Oh, chariots.
The ancient Greeks won World War II in this parallel universe? Huh. Alright, let's see what we got. Turrets. You gotta love a test with turrets. It's a test that comes with friends. Why? What's not to love? Faith plates. Love it. Satisfaction guaranteed. Laser cubes. Cubes dropping. Funnels. And lasers. The only thing missing is momentum and watch your head. So I take it to mean that there is 0 chance that we can get hit in the head by a cube dropping because it wasn't mentioned in the warnings. So there's that. All right. What does this do? Ow. All right. Technically speaking, yes. Fascinating. What? There's just where... All right. There's some missing panels. I get it. Maybe those panels will flip around somehow, somewhere. Now, we can jump this. So, okay, we have to jump. We actually have to jump. I also haven't looked around much. I assumed wrongly that this was a sludge pit. So, this button opens the door. So, we need a cube coming out of this tractor beam. We need a cube coming out of this tractor beam that comes out of here. That pushes the cube to there. Now the tractor beam, I believe, is controlled by that button. Let's see if it's a timer or if it's permanent. These are the important things that I need to know. Oh, I bet we can make that jump. Gets hit in the head immediately. Yeah, really. There's no way I can get hit by a cube. Let me just save because I'm gonna keep trying this. Yeah, totally. Okay, let's see if this is a timer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so if we have the cube sitting on that, I think we can we can see that and we can see that from here. So if the cube is sitting over there, then we just push this button and then wait for the door to open, I believe. The other thing, though, that is tripping me up, we might need a laser over there as well. Tricky. Okay, what does this do? This is a whole different side of the test chamber. Now, we can maybe... Are we supposed to do that? You know what I love about having the map dev here is stuff like this. I've never seen a panel at this angle before, so that is absolutely possible. But I'm not sure if that's intentional. And I don't want to just go up here and like break tests, you know what I mean? It's intended. Okay, that's good. That means there's 2 turrets pointed there. There's also a patch of white on the ground. I can do it. Oh, come on. We can do it. Come on, ASDF. Work better. Work faster. Work harder. Just time it right. Okay. Apparently, I can't time that right. If we put orange here, you think we can go yoink that turret before it starts shooting at us? We can yoink the turret before it starts shooting at us. Then we get shot to death. So that's not ideal. Alternatively, friends. I'm gonna try to save him. Oh, how is this so easy the first time? Okay, if we do that, and then we do this. Then we go through and put orange in the floor. Come here. Ow, ow, oh, what happened? What? My portal didn't place on the floor. Why didn't my portal place? Is that mirror gel? Hold on. Think I can hit this? Oh, nope, not even a chance. I'm not that good at games. Alright. Let's try it again. Oh, it's because I need to put blue on the floor. Duh. I'm just standing there. It's because I'm a doofus. That's why. It wasn't even... Yeah, it was bad. Ooh, that felt close. It probably wasn't. Okay, we go like this, and then we put blue here. Okay, then if we put orange here... Oh, hi there. Hi there, friend. Can we grab you? Okay. Oh! I tried to save him. I tried. I'm so sorry. Take a nap. Wait. He's not... We did save him. I've never seen a turret go into freefall and then get saved after the freefall. That was crazy. Okay, now that guy is pretty far. I'm gonna save. That felt really good. I don't even know what just happened. Okay. That guy's pretty far. I think we can duck in over there, though. I think we can go, like, right here. Wait for him to go to sleep again. And then we can go grab him. Point him at a wall somewhere. Hi. We're friends. We're friends. Friends, friends, friends. Alright. No! Never let a friend fall over like that. Alright. You're safe now. Save. Now we need to go get this turret. I'm digging the whole, like, tiny gaps. Is this intentional? I imagine the gap is intended for us to be able to do something about it. Oh no! I've made a mistake! Let me through! No! What can we do about that? We can run faster. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Alright, that's not ideal. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, slow down so you have to deal with the turrets. Now, we could come out of this with a running start. Or, we can dip in there, jump up, fire orange over there. Alternatively, we can... Hang on, let me just... Oh, wrong angle. Why isn't it seeing me? That's strange, isn't it? I'm gonna save right here, and then I'm gonna get shot by turrets. No strawberry jam in Portal 2. I was wondering about that, because every time we get shot by a turret in a Portal 1 mod, there is strawberry jam all over the wall. And here, there's just no strawberry jam. Oh, I'm also Bendy. Bendy has ink. He has a whole machine dedicated to it, actually. Do I run straight, maybe? I might be able to just run straight.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. That was the solution for this guy. We'll wait for him to calm down, and then we'll put him in the corner. Oh, he's gonna fall over. Oh, it's fine. Okay. Saved him. Let's go save this guy now. Oh, there's two. That's rude. What do you mean, search mode activating? Alright, let's think about this. There's two now. Do they shoot me through the thing? No, they don't. I think I can just run straight through and grab the cube. Totally. Okay, so you guys now. Oh, I don't want to burn any of these guys on accident. They're my friends. This is a fun test. So far, it's been fun. I like it. I haven't solved a lot of tests where there's a puzzle about how to get to the turrets, you know what I mean? Now we need a laser cube because this doesn't help us at all. That's just a laser. Oh, does it hurt? Ow, it does hurt. That's the worst. Oh, I hate that. Alright. Whew. Alright, we can get through here now. Is there a way back? Oh, this is specifically put so that we can get back. Nice. Okay, love that. It's great. There's another laser receptor in there. What does this guy do? I think it was square. It's square. Maybe that sends out a laser somehow. Because that is the receptor. Huh. So if we enable square, a laser will send out of that and get into there. And then that does two things on the other side of this, which we can get out this way. So we have a cube now. Oh no! Knocked into a friend of mine. It's the worst. Turrets that we can save are our friends. We're gonna just speed run this guy a little bit.
Goodbye. Are you still
That's fine.
Uh-oh. Hibernating.
Oh, close one. Okay, you guys are set now. Let's save. Perfect. We got the cube. Let's get out of here now. There's casualties and love and puzzles. Yeah. How long will I be streaming today? Probably another hour. Yeah, I'll do 2 hours today. Got nothing pressing after this, so that'll be great. Okay, orange there, and then we're gonna walk through and then stop before we run into our turret friend. Okay. Actually, turret friend, I'm gonna leave you alone. This goes up there and then down here, and then I think goes straight to there, over down here, and does that? Oh, I don't know what does what anymore, actually. That button shines a laser there, and is something with the door? Okay, that button is required for the door. So that button and that laser receptor are required for the door. Now, it said there was a cube dropper, but I didn't see one. Let's go put this over there. Because I think we'll... Whoa, other way. I think we'll need this here anyways. That puts a laser out. Yo. Do we need another cube? This guy, I thought did something else, but maybe that comes up here. Oh, that turns this panel around. That turns this panel around. And something else turns this panel. What is this panel? Is turned around by the laser in the other room. This one's on a timer though. And the one in the other room is activated by square? And I don't see a square anywhere. Unless this has a square on it. Let me see. Let me go up here. Let me just see what this does. Can I just jump out that way? Is that an option? Which way do I need to go? I need to go this way? I needed to go back that way, but that's fine. Here, let's just do this. Let's see what this does. I'm gonna save. Oh, I loaded instead of saving. That's the worst. Oh! Oh, I saved and loaded immediately. Oh, thank goodness. Wow, glad I saved. You have to do Spanish lesson on Duolingo? Alright, no problem. Man, this is kind of a hard jump. I'm just really not good at platforming. You must know this about me. Oh man, this jump is gonna kill me. There are so many easier ways to do this jump. You can't make that jump. There's an easier way. Yes, I know there's an easier way. And we can make that jump. We did it once before. We tested it. We got it on the second try. So you can't tell me there's no way to make this jump. Thank you very much. All right, if we push this, we need to set this up first. So let's do this, save, and then push this. This one might, I don't know if that button is on a timer. It's going to flip a panel around up there, I think. Oh, it just opens a panel up there. I don't know what that does though, because the second I drop this, the panel closes back up. Now there's also this one. But if I can do something with square... How does it help me to do that? Oh, I could run up and go through there because there's a faith plate. So I don't need to fire portals. So let's do this and then we'll go hit the faith plate. Hope that we don't hit our head there. And then we can probably run through this panel. We might not want to. Oh, there's a fizzle field anyways. Can we jump and grab those from here? We sure can.
Are you still there?
Have faith, plate. Can we grab this guy too? Oh, not like that. Okay. Phew. Just gonna make my life a little easier. Gonna save my friends. Oh, don't fall over. Just go straight.
Target lost.
Okay. Saving now. So this is interesting. This button
Sentry mode activated.
is the square, which shines a laser, which opens this panel and also does something else. This button drops that. This drops the fizzle field, I think, because square drops the fizzle field. This is open forever now. So we need to swap these cubes. So let's go get this cube back. Then we use the laser cube. Actually, I wonder if we can respawn that cube. I didn't see for certain. Let me save real quick. If we destroy this laser cube, do you think it'll respawn? So I think if we destroy the other cube, it might respawn. Then we'll have 2 cubes. I don't even know if we need 2 cubes. But we've gotten the one out of here now, so I think we can get through. This should be fine. I don't know where I need this guy, actually. How to make this shot actually harder. I don't know why I'm taking this cube with me. It did respawn. Interesting. I wonder if that was intended. Was it intended to fizzle the cubes so that you have them both? Because that's a clever move. Now, this laser... There's no way for... Ouch! There's no way for this laser to shine without an angle. And the portal mapping and modding community is torn on whether it is okay for a laser to shine through a portal at an angle. So let me go get this guy. It was not intended to fizzle the normal cube. You don't think it breaks anything though? Okay. We have to not hit any turrets with this guy. If we put this here, which seems like this is the intended angle, then we go through. Well, we don't need this cube because you just told us it's not intended. We're going to need to put a portal there and here. Then I believe here. No, it hits the wall. Unless I'm off by a hair. These aren't portal. They're not placement helped because they're not dead center. So no, okay, so it hits that for sure. It could go through the glass maybe. That's off by a little bit. Okay, that did it. Oh, it drops this so we can walk back out. I didn't even realize that the first time. What else does that do? It does those two things. But now we can't, I mean, we can get up. But now we can't move our portals. What did that do up here? It kept the fizzler dropped? This? Something weird is happening. Oh, that enabled you to get the cube back out. But you fizzled it. Okay, so we're back on track now. We just recently reclaimed this cube in the intended way instead of fizzling it out. So we would have skipped a step had I known what was going on. But I have no idea what's going on now. So we have two cubes. That sends a laser if we have a cube on the first button. So let's go do that. I think we can walk around the back of this thing. Yes. Let's put a thing here. Now we need to go get the laser cube back out. This is still really tricky though. How do we get... Oh, that's already triggered because of square? But... let me go get the laser cube back out. I think if we move a portal, square will drop. Right? Yeah. Ouch. 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 Let me in. Okay. Get this guy. Don't accidentally hit any of our turret friends. I don't think we need this whole area anymore because we have a laser out front. Okay, we have this laser now. So if we do this... I missed. I was vibing it. I didn't check. I should have checked. That opens the door. Oh, because this button is one of the door things. That makes sense. I haven't won yet. I've just opened the door. Okay, let me save because this jump is horrendous. And literally the hardest thing in all of Portal mods. Yeah. That was cool. Okay, I like the little like mini puzzle of trying to figure out how to get the turrets out of your way. I liked if you want a full review, I think the really confusing part was that there were so many of these lines intersecting that it just made it hard. You made it when the official map editor first came out. That's crazy. Wow, nice job. The other thing is I think not being able to see the whole puzzle from the start is hard for me personally. I like a test where you can kind of walk around, see the whole thing, then you can figure it out in your head. But being like not even knowing what was in this room at all, like it ended up being a really cool test flow. I liked it a lot. I think if you were to hammerize that, you could do more with the lines. Like they have the like laser lines instead of just the floor and ceiling lines. So yeah, feedback as well as finding an exploit. Hey, that's me. I will find all the exploits, and Beacon has stopped working again. So it would be great if it worked. Okay. Yeah, let's try self-stable. We'll find it. Super Zarop. Good, good. Cheap viewers. I don't want cheap viewers. I want expensive viewers. You know, the real ones that can't be bought. All right, how do I get back? I'm gonna try searching for self-stable. Shelf-stable? This whole time I thought it was self-stable. What did Bell send? I must be Delulu. Autocorrect, sorry. That's awesome. What's it? Why can't I see it in chat? What is happening? Self-stable. I don't see self-stable. I see shelf-stable by Distant Jet Lines. It is self-stable. It will be here. I'll show you what I'm looking at. It is shelf stable by Distant Jet Lines, and we've played some stuff by Distant Jet Lines. It usually is pretty good, high quality stuff. I see self hammer part 1 and part 2, self dissipation, self reflection. Just do that one, I guess. Just do that one, I guess. All right, I will just do this one, I guess. I like Jetline stuff. Wow, almost 2,000 ratings. This thing must have a lot of plays. All right, let's see here.
Did you know I discovered a way to eradicate poverty? But then you killed me, so that's gone.
Well, okay. There's a lot of ways to, quote, eradicate poverty. In the GLaDOS fashion, where she doesn't count human life as valuable, you could end poverty by ending the impoverished. But yeah, this is a fancy entrance, dude. This is crazy. Hang on, I gotta drink some coffee. Was good. Oh, ooh. It tipped towards us when we entered. What is this? The only testing element is a light bridge. So this will be interesting. Look at all these ramps. I don't have to walk up and down stairs. If I drop, I die. Perfect. Okay, blue is the entrance. So we need to always leave blue. We can walk through now, and now we don't have access to blue. We just need to exit through there, which means we need to have something on this button that drops the fizzle field and puts up a fizzle field over there. Is this? I'm confused. What opens the door? Is it this? But there's no cube. Oh, there's a cube there? Oh, I didn't realize there was a cube there. Oh, we're actually Chell. Nice. How do we drop the cube? Oh, there's something over here. Oh, there's a button up there. How do we even get up there? I mean, we could do this. Oh, interesting. Okay, if we do this and this, then we can get back in here with a portal out there. I don't know that this helps us all that much. It's something. I don't know that it helps us currently. We can also stand here. Don't know that that helps us currently either. How do we get up there? I think we need to do this. That'll get us up there, but now we need to be able to walk through that somehow. We could, I mean... We could do this. I don't know that this is always the best mechanic, but it did get us up here. And that's kind of what you have to deal with light bridges. Does this recycle now? It's just a one-time thing. So we need to push the button. Oh, no, it is recycling. Okay, cool. So we just need to catch it now. Can I wait till one of them actually lands on the thing? No. I need to go through this way. Then down this way. I don't like the implication here. I really don't like having to do this. It's a bit nerve-wracking, honestly. Okay, we can leave this here and walk through, and then we can go fetch it. This map utilizes the light bridge pretty good. It sure does. This is quite an excellent use of the light bridge. Now we go back through here. I think this is the way. We can get the cube out. We can put the cube up here. Then we can walk back through. This is a lot of outside the box thinking. I almost jumped off.
I shouldn't spoil this, but remember how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60 years?
Yes.
Well, I've been working on a present for you. Well, I guess it's more of a medical procedure. Well, technically, it's more of a medical experiment. You know how excruciating it is when someone removes all of your bone marrow? Well, what if after I did that, I put something back in that added 4 years to your life?
It's not over yet. Oh, I don't trust this at all. Okay. We'll just go on this light bridge of doom to this thing that goes in here. Yeah. Small but simple and intuitive. Agree to disagree. I found that was not very intuitive, to be honest. Having to hold a cube and move a light bridge that I am currently standing on is the last thing that I ever want to do in a portal test. Oh, and my mixer has broken again. It's fine. It says it's muted now, but it's not. Okay, great. Yep. Beacon, please fix your software. I like the hardware, but you are too expensive to be having software bugs like this that make it frustrating. Has anyone played Portal Reloaded? Yes. I liked Portal Reloaded. It was hard for me back then. Since then I've played a significant number of maps and mods that I think I've actually gotten better at Portal a little bit better. But yeah, that was interesting. Distant Jet Lines. It was shelf stable by Distant Jet Lines. Yeah. I finished the final puzzle of Portal Reloaded on an accident. I was trying to figure it out, and I was gonna try a solution for a step in the test, and then I put a portal in the wrong place, or I put the wrong portal down, and then I ended up solving the entire test. And I was like, oh, yeah, all right, sure, that is great. I will not be going back and figuring out what in the world I just did. It was something with a flying cube and a portal and a tractor beam with timing, and I put the wrong portal, and then the cube fell and shot out at me, and then I managed to catch it, and then that was the end of the test, and the door opened, and I was like, thank goodness, because I have no idea what else I would have tried. So some puzzles are a bit mid, but there's way more good than bad. Yeah, I really did enjoy Portal Reloaded as a whole. It was great. See, I don't know if we go back and try Masalt's testing world, that we made some progress on this one last time. I think I want to play back through Prophet because we were halfway through that one, and then Massault dropped his ASDF World V2, which was a prank, and I just went with it. So that's a thing.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the Aperture Hollow Science Jungle. Tramps, hillbillies, drifters.
You can solve V3, you will not
because
solve
followed the
V2.
hobo
Yeah,
sign.
I'm stuck on V3.
So,
It's
who
just
is
not
ready to
working for my
scrounge
brain.
around for some science? Now, you already met one another on the boxcar over here, so grab a bowl of Slum Gullion and a glass of Sterno, and let me introduce myself. I'm Michigan Slim Cave Johnson. I'm the Hobo King.
I'm the Hobo King. All right, Michigan something. All right. He will in an infinite number of time. There's also a slightly newer version with a new name, of course. Oh, that makes sense. What was I doing here? I remember going into here. Let's see. I think I need to get to that button. Then we drop the button. We need to have a portal over there. I've forgotten where we were before. So I think let's put orange up over there. Then we'll put blue here. We'll take orange across. Then, okay, I remember now. We need to move orange. We need to take this cube across. No, not there, please. Not there. Can we do there? Is that okay? Yes. Then we need to put it here so that we can catch it after it falls. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that again. We need to purposefully let it drop. That should pull from the side. Okay, now it's going into the thing. Should bounce in there. That turns it to a pole beam, which means we can now get into this room. I'm gonna get to where I was before, and then I'm gonna save. I had gotten up here, and then I was trying to figure out what to do with the companion cube, so I'll save here, where I'm up here with the companion cube. Now, what was the finish condition on this test? I've forgotten everything. We need to set a cube down right here. Just place a cube here. How do we do that? We could throw a cube up to that middle layer. I'm only saying this because you're here, Commander TNT. we could reverse throw over our heads this cube up into the middle layer. I need to see if this works before I try a real solution. Hang on, bear with me. That was the worst cube throw in my life. This is a pretty tough one. This is a high throw. I've only done a throw this high like once. The timing has to be perfect. And it's just not. Alright, well, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You throw a cube back over your head, somehow. And then you... Oh, that was enough height. Let's just do that more. If you make that throw, that skips the map. Yeah. Alright, so we have this cube now. In order to pull it back out, let's just leave it here. In order to get back out, we need to drop off the other side. Then we need to take the other cube out, and that'll give us access to that cube. The only thing is, I don't know where we need that cube to go. I know we can pull it through. This gets us back into that area. Let me save here, actually. We can drop back into here. And I think we need to pull this cube off of there. How do we do that, though? Because this button... I mean, maybe... Can we do that? And it pulls it? Oh, it does pull it. Okay. So that's fine. Oh, come here. That's what we wanted. I don't know if that's what we really wanted, but that's what we wanted. We can get back now with this cube. Do we want to? I don't know if we want to. I'm just going to save here because we haven't messed anything up totally. So we can get back through now. Then you would have to throw a cube so high. Is there anyone that can do this cube throw without an assist to skip the entire thing? I almost just died. That would be an incredible cube throw. Just bonkers. All right. Let's take this cube with us up here. Yeah, let's take this with us up here. People can throw cubes 5 to 6 blocks? Dang. Vertical? You would be able to hit this ceiling. That's crazy. Oh, I mean, that was pretty high, honestly. Nope. Maybe even more? I don't know. I just can't get it consistent. Crazy. What's up, Tango? You know what else is pretty high? The Empire State Building. Now, I don't know what's through here. I haven't looked over here, actually. I probably should have. It's fine. Okay, what do we... What's the goal here? Oh, we need to respawn this cube while we're up there? That's... Okay. Interesting. If we... Is there glass there? There's glass there. And it's still a push beam. I think we would need to do something here. I think I saved too late, but if you spin horizontally while kind of gradually looking up, it goes further. Interesting. I mean, it definitely has momentum. Alright, so now we have this cube here. There's no way for us to manually respawn the cube, so ghost cubes aren't a thing. But yeeting a cube off the edge could be a thing. How did we turn that to a pull? It was that. So if we... Let me go back up there, actually. Let me just walk back up. Oh, we need to turn it to a pull in order to walk back up. That's frustrating. We could do it. It just... Maybe we swap the cubes. We have the ability now to swap them, so let me go swap them. Your brain's too fried from too much thinking. Well, this isn't too bad. This just has to, I think this is probably right, because we need to... Well, let me think. It's too late now. We've already sent it. We could reload and do some more setup again. But we've already sent it. If that falls, or if something is moved from here... If it falls, it'll turn this to a pull. We need to make it a pull. So let's just do this for now. Okay, we're in here. I think what we need to do is... Well, I know what we need to do is respawn this second cube from right here. What can we see from here? Can we even put portals down from here? That's glass. Everything is glass. So then how do we set it up so that the cube dies once we get fizzled? I think we were pretty close, honestly. Let me reset this. Oh, how do we reset this? I think we need to go back the other way. I should have just stuck with this one for the last 8 minutes of that stream. I would have made $5 from war. I think we were pretty close to solving it. So when the portals drop... If we had, let's say, the companion cube there, then we would need to have something set up so that this cube gets pushed or pulled or fizzled or something. If we put it over there on the ledge, then it will be a push beam. And then if we fizzle our portal, it'll... Well, right now it's pulling it into a fizzle field. So if we leave it on a push beam, because it will be a push beam. Someone just decided to scream on your street when everything was silent. That's terrifying. It'll be a push beam, because that cube hasn't fallen down yet. And it will have a portal there, and it'll be pushing all the way across. So then we can put that guy there, because it will be pushing it into this mesh. Then... The tricky part is that we need to set that up from over here, I feel like. Not over there. Also, once something comes off of that button, this drops. So once something comes off of that button, this cube will fall in here. We could have... No, because if that cube falls in there, then we'd be respawning the companion cube, which is not what we want. So let me reload real quick. I don't remember where I quick saved. I think I was in the wrong spot, but we can get back over pretty quick. I was here. Okay, so let's just go across then. We need to go up. And then down, and then I'll put orange here. I haven't used this room for anything either. Honestly, don't really know how to get anything into this room. Like, there's a ledge. But there's no way to get over there, I think. It's glass up top, or it's mesh up top. It's mesh here. And it's glass there. So unless there's a way to go underneath, I think it might just be decorative. I haven't seen a way to go underneath because there's no way to... Is that a light? I think that's a light. It doesn't look like a portal panel. I'll check it though before I commit. Okay, we need blue here. Yeah, that's a light. And there's nothing down there to push us into that room. So this whole room I feel like is just... It's kind of trolling us, to be honest. Doesn't do anything for us. Alright. What was I talking about? I was talking about... okay, first things first. We need to do this. Let's put orange here, and let's put both cubes over here, just so that we don't accidentally fizzle them, we don't accidentally portal them, we don't accidentally do anything. We'll just chill out. Put blue here, put orange here. It's currently a push. We can still get across. So if I put this down here, and I put orange up here, and I put this guy up here, I almost touched this fizzle field. That was so close. I'm gonna save again, not close to that thing. I can ride up there with it. In fact, we don't necessarily need this guy here currently. But let's just say I ride up with it. This might be actually enough time for us to... We might need to do something where we run and set something up while that thing is traveling. Let me think. If we don't have this here, put this up here, then when something does sit on this button, that'll go all the way across. So we could stand there till it's across, then this turns to a pull, which means that we could go through it, ride the lift up, and go up to the top. But that's not enough time. This guy will end up being pulled through and hitting this mesh. Which is not good. If we leave it as a push... Is there anything in life you'd want to do but you can't because of insufficient time, money, knowledge, etc.? Yeah, I mean, there's a few things that I'd like to do. There's nothing that I'm, like, dying to do that is outside of my time, money, knowledge currently. Okay, so if I drop these portals now... That doesn't really help me. Like, I have some dreams that I've had since, like, I was a kid, that if money was no object, like, hear me out. There are things that I could currently afford to do that I am not doing because I'd rather spend the money elsewhere. But if somebody gave me $10,000 and said, hey, you get to use this $10,000 to build a computer, and then what's left over in the end you give back to me, so go ham, then, you know, I would have a spectacular computer. And yes, I could spend that. I mean, that's a lot of money, but I could spend $10,000 on a computer. But when it's my own money, I'm like, that, it kind of feels like a waste. I don't need to have my 12-year-old self's dreams fulfilled of building a custom water loop and a really pretty PC with the latest graphics card and like top of the line everything. Part of me does want to drop some hefty money on a computer. But like, I don't know, I'm currently driving a Tesla Model 3 and I love it. Like, it is my favorite car I've ever owned and driven, and I've done some custom mods on it, and like I love it so much. But loading my son in and out of the car seat is hard because it's a sedan, and it is not a large sedan at that. And so I do want to upgrade to one of the bigger Teslas. So if I had 10,000 of my own dollars, I would much rather put it towards a bigger car than, you know, me dropping it on a computer. So yeah, so that's kind of when I say there are things that I would like to do, but not really. Like, that the things that I want to do don't really matter. And so I have plenty of money for the lifestyle that I want and have, and like I'm very well provided for, and I'm very thankful for that. Like, I'm grateful for the lifestyle that I do have and get to have. I'm grateful for the 2 hours a week on Saturdays that I can stream Portal 2 with a little bit of ray tracing and reflections. Like my 3080 can do that just fine, mostly. It's a little stuttery. But I'm not going to drop $2,000 on a 5090 to remove the stutters for the 2 hours a week that I'm streaming, because no one cares that much. You were thinking the other day about how we as adults base so much of our ambitions on childhood misconceptions. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I think yeah, no, I see what you mean. I would love to travel a bit. Like, you know, if someone gave me infinite money, I probably wouldn't quit working because I enjoy working, but I would probably have a different lifestyle set up for work and travel and stuff. When I was a consultant, I had the freedom to work wherever. And now I do work from home, which is awesome, but I am confined to the state that I'm in, probably for tax reasons. So I can't do much like work travel outside of that, but I would probably just stay a consultant and work when I want to and have a lot of flexibility and just have like a super low rate and only take on projects that I like. And then I would probably travel a bit more. The travel thing too, it's like the $10,000 thing. I could take my family for $10,000 and spend 2 weeks pretty much anywhere except for like Dubai. And so like I could travel. It's just travel's hard with our son. I love him so much, but traveling is hard with him. He hasn't figured out how to sleep well when he's in the room with other people, because like I'm sure I don't monitor him constantly when he's asleep, but I'm sure he wakes up and then he's like, what's going on? Oh, right, it's the middle of the night and I'm in bed and I should go back to bed. But when we're traveling and we're in the same room, he wakes up and he's like, what's going on? Where am I? And then he sees us and he's like, oh, hey, I see my parents. That must mean that it's time to get up. And it'll be like 3 in the morning. And it's like, no, it is definitely not time to get up, my dude. But then it's like, it just something in his brain flips. So travel's hard. And we can't always rent an entire house when we travel. I suppose we could because of Airbnb. But it's just not necessarily the most practical thing. So for us, we've just decided to put that on hold. So I guess that's a money, time. What was the third one that you said? Something else thing? Money, time, knowledge? I don't know. I just think that's like something that's on hold because of the style of life that we're in now. That's a cute and silly baby. Thought your kid sounds adorable. He's the best. He just, oh my goodness. He's the best. And I'm not saying my kid's better than your kid. I'm saying I love my kid more than I love your kid. That's what I'm saying, which is good. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at in this test anymore. I was pleasantly distracted being able to talk about family and life and all that stuff. Yeah, and I think the dreams that I've had for that they've just changed a lot. I mean, getting married gave me a lot of different perspective on life, and my goals changed. I always thought when I was a single young guy, I was like, I probably will get married and have a family. But it wasn't something that I was like dying to accomplish. I wasn't like, I need to find a wife now. I need to have a family now. I just figured when the right woman, singular, when the right woman came into my life, that I would want to get married. That's some advice that my dad always gave me. He's like, I never really wanted to get married, but I figured if there was a woman that came into my life that made me want to get married, I would ask her to marry me. And so that was how my parents got married, and so I kind of had that advice floating around in my head. And I found Pink Ninja pretty young, like in life, and so we got married pretty young, and it's been awesome. And when you find the right person, like, man, I love being married. And then we wanted to travel a bit before having kids, because having kids makes you a little bit less flexible, and so we were both working full-time and trying to save up some money. We're in the Los Angeles area, so we were on that like low income, high expenses, trying to save money on the side grind that so many people are in. And we finally got into a situation where we were able to save up money, and we're like, okay, we have enough in savings now that we can comfortably and responsibly do some traveling. So we're gonna plan some trips for next year. We're gonna go to Japan with my parents, and we wanted to go to Europe, and we wanted to do a bunch of travel. And then that next year that we had all these plans was 2020, and we put our travel plans on hold. So yeah, the whole world was panicking. Travel was suspended for the next year or two, and then we thought, well, we were gonna travel and then have kids, so maybe we'll put travel on hold a while and then have kids. And now we have my son, and it's just wonderful. And now travel's off the table because it's difficult with him. So where in Europe do you want to go? I want to go all over. So I was fortunate enough to go to France when I was in high school, actually. There was a class trip to France that I was able to go on. That was wonderful. It definitely was like a high school class trip, though. It was like, we had a tour guide who, poor guy, had to usher around a high school class of students. There were like 20 of us or so. And it's like, we were kids. Come to Berlin, we can meet up. Yeah. And then I was able to go to Italy when I was in middle school, because we had some family friends that were very wealthy, and they were also very generous. So they were also retired. So wealthy, retired, and generous. And they would just travel. They loved to travel. So they would go to somewhere like Italy for 3 months or whatever, rent a whole big villa, and they would tell everyone that was close to them, they're like, hey, we're going to rent a villa in Italy for 3 months. So if you want to just join us, you pay for your own airplane tickets. But once you get here, like, we rented a car, we'll drive you around, we'll show you the place, you can stay with us. So we got to go to Italy as a family because of their generosity in setting that up, and that was a blast. And then where else? I think Pink Ninja and I took a trip to visit some friends of ours in Albania, and then since it was so close to Greece, we also hopped over to Greece and spent some time there. So that was a really sweet time, just being able to see some friends of ours that we hadn't seen in years. So, and then we've done some shorter trips around the States. It's definitely different. It feels more like a weekend trip when it's the States versus spending like 2 weeks in a country overseas. And then as a kid, like I've been across the Canada border and back, just taking road trips, and I've been across the Mexico border and back. So we had some people that we knew that we would meet up with in Japan. We knew them from Japan, and we would meet up with them in Hawaii. We did that a couple of times when I was a kid. So yeah, traveling with a kid may be harder, but it's also an amazing experience. Children show appreciation for things you never notice as an adult, and their curiosity makes trips amazing. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. When I was a kid, my parents took me around all over the place, and I love it looking back. And so we're excited when our kids are, what we feel like is once all of the children that we're gonna have, whenever that point is, once they're all potty trained, then we go travel. So we're excited about that. Yeah. Love how we're just chatting, but with Portal 2 music in the background. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna solve this test today. We've got 13 minutes left, so maybe we'll try it. All right, let me quick load. We can keep talking. I'm gonna try to just fire some portals around, see if we can get anything going. All right. So I think what we need to do is push this guy across. Let's say we push this guy across. Let's say we then... Then we push this guy. Oh, I didn't really mean to do that. That's okay though. We can pull this guy across now here. Okay, right? Not like that, sure. I need to make sure to not do anything weird here. Now, this, I feel like we can go into here. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. What if we do this instead? You want to work and travel after you got your high school graduation, but you need a better laptop to do game development. Yeah, thanks for sharing family stories. Like a Lenovo Legion one. Yeah. You could also have a desktop set up somewhere that you remote into, or you could rent cloud space for development. I don't know that that's particularly ideal, but it could offset some of the costs of buying a massive gaming laptop. To have something lighter weight and then have a server space you rent to remote into for development. Because then you can do like lighter work locally, and then you could log in when you need some hefty processing power. Alright, if we get fizzled now, that cube will just fall. Actually, it won't fall. If we get fizzled now, so we would need to turn this to a push or something, which we can only do by going over there. If we stand on the button, then we can't get back up here. So I don't think this is it. Connection would be an issue. Yeah, you'd be dependent on internet. That's true. That is true. I used to make animated intros, character not text for YouTubers. Demand has been low due to algorithm changes, but you're trying to make animated shorts on your channel. That's pretty cool. Yeah, animation's really hard because it's so competitive. I have a family member that wanted to get into the animation game, and yeah, it was very difficult to break into the industry because there's such a high professional standard now that everything about it is very hard to break into. But yeah, okay. We put this here and then stop it. Let's say we do this. Is there any way then to like put this cube over there. Is there any way for us to get through up to the top without this being a push? I don't think there's any way to get in there. I think once we're in there, the only portal surfaces available are there, and that's it. So we can't even like fire a portal and forget. So whatever we're gonna set up has to be set up before we get in there. Which is okay. Just trying to see. Interesting. What else we have access to see from in there? We can't see anything. We can't fire a portal once we're up there. So whatever we set up has to be set up. And then we have to start going. It has to be a pole beam so that we can get into there. Which means this has to be over there already. And if this is over there already, then that'll change it to a pole beam. Pulls through that way. We can't get it back to a push beam. Well, in theory, let's see. Let's turn it to a pole for a second. If we have a portal here... Yeah, no, we cannot get it back to a... Well, how did we do it before? We did something like this, and then it pulled it through from one side or the other. So we could, in theory, do something like this. And then we could pull it off of the thing. Almost lost it. But that's not... Okay, that's not going anywhere now. Now it's pull. What does that let us do with this cube? Wait a minute. If we get this cube up there with us, we can just fizzle it and run out there. Am I really overthinking this? Did we just need to swap the cubes and then walk up there and this will get fizzled as we walk through to catch it? Guys, I'm dumb. If this works... This is so much easier than what I thought. All it needed was a cube swap. Oh, nope. Okay, that's not it. I haven't spun around to give us as much time as possible to run up and catch this. So that's not quite it. What you also want to do, and what's the reason for your very distracting question, you want to start scam baiting and saving people from being scammed. Scammer payback style. Yeah. You don't have the knowledge for that. I mean, you could take a white hat hacker course. They have them pretty cheap online. Okay, so if that's not it, let me just think here for a sec. Man, that respawns so fast. Purposefully so fast, I think. So it's not... The solution is not bring the cube up with us. It's not throw it into here. So we need to do something where from up here we do something. We can put a portal there, interestingly enough. From up here. That's the only place we can put a portal though. This has to be mesh floor for a reason. We definitely need to put a portal there. The thing is, we get fizzled once we walk through here. So anything that we had set up to get up here gets not set up. Alternatively though, if we do this and then drop through the floor, now we're getting somewhere. I should have put the cube in a different spot because I think that's it. I'm fairly certain. Okay, I think if we put it like here, it's assisted. It is so heavily assisted. That has to be part of the solution. Okay, so that's part, and then we walk through here. I just don't know at this point. We could put this here, and then both cubes will float over. That cube's gone now. If we drop it, it turns to a pull. What if instead of that, what if instead of bringing the cube up with us and respawning it, what if we, well, now I need to like reset the whole puzzle somehow. Okay, let me restart the puzzle. I'm liking where this logic is going. I don't know why I didn't consider that the floor was mesh, and there has to be a reason. What's the other pole beam for? It's the same pole beam.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the Aperture Hollow Science Jungle. Tramps, hillbillies, drifters, you're here because you followed the hobo signs. So, who is ready to scrounge around for some science? Now, you already met one another on the boxcar over here, so grab a bowl of Slumgullion and a glass of Sterno, and let me introduce myself. I'm Michigan Slim Cave Johnson.
What's up, Michigan Slim Cave Johnson?
I'm the Hobo King.
Hobo King. Oh, hang on. We need this guy, like, here, right? Yeah. It's a very clever test puzzle. This pull beam is just where it's coming from, but I think it has to do with the timing of it. Okay, this is fine. Now we go up and get our companion cube. I think everything I've done is right so far, because we definitely have to get to this companion cube. Then we need to put this in there, so that we can get it back once we go through the other side. If you finish the test in 3 minutes, you're gonna find a way to donate €5. Nah, it's all good. Don't donate. I don't need the money. It's all good. Alright, so let's say we do this. I don't think that currently helps us very much. But having this cube here does, for sure. Let's pull the here. We need to turn it to a push now. The last time what we did was this, which picked up that cube. So now I'm thinking maybe that wasn't the solution before, but I don't know how to get back over there if that's not it. You know what I mean? Like, how do I get that guy back? How did we get him back before? Because we need to turn this to a push so we can get the companion cube back. The only way to turn it to a push is for that guy to respawn, and the only way for that guy to respawn is to have this pole beam. Oh, we can pull it through from up top. Okay, interesting. So we have to go up here, and now that we have blue here because we haven't gotten fizzled. No, we're gonna get fizzled when we walk through up here. I have no idea how we did it before. Was it a glitch? Maybe we can do this and then go down this way. Yeah, this must be it. Okay. So we do this. Let me save here. This will turn it to a push. And we can get all the way over there, which I think we need to do. So let's do that. now we can take this guy and we can leave that guy there. Also, let's just say we leave that guy up there. Then if we go through there, I'm trying to think how we can get back up there. But let me save here because this feels like the actual way to solve the test. Are cubes guys or girls, or are they androgynous? I don't know. What's the masculine or feminine article on cube in other languages? I think that would be my answer. I mean, cubes are objects. They don't really have a gender, but I think cube, the word, is probably a gendered word. So that's as close as we're gonna get. Alright, this, we can pull it through this side. In German, it's der Wurfel, so masculine. Wurfel? I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, question is, do we want it coming out there? I think we want it in the other side. I think we want it over here, because it'll turn to a pole. So let's do this. Let's leave it there. Let's see where this gets us. Voxel art has certainly depicted cubes in interesting ways. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Okay. This will turn it back to a push. This will turn it back to a push. I'm thinking real hard right now. If it turns to a push, it'll come out that way. But I don't know that we want that. We might take it with us so that it's not in the push beam. Man, I don't know. My brainy is smoky. Alright, let's just try it. If we put blue there, it turns to a push. Other cube goes out. I don't think it gives us enough time to run up the lift. But let me see. What's up, William? Can you play my crouch fly map? We're actually over time. But next week for sure. Where am I? What's happening here? Oh. Okay. We're here. Yeah, we're over time, sort of, but I'm trying to solve this test because I've already tried this one on a different stream, so I'm like, something's got to change here. All right, we do this. I do take requests. Yeah, I've got a couple of hard tests that I just kind of play, and then when someone makes a request, I go do the request. All right, let's save here. This is good. Orange there on the assisted placement button. Then this one. Then we run. Just hit. I don't think that's right. We might be able to hear me out. Did I put that there already? No. I should save now. Let's go down here. Let's do this. From like Well, we aren't going to be able to see that at all from up there. So the closest we can do is here. There's no way we're going to race this one. It's going to be all the way over already. So if that's not the solution, then what can we do? We can have it respawn, which would put it down here again. If we take it up with us, that's probably worth doing. Let's take it up with us and respawn it. Puts it right down there. And then we're in the same weird boat. I don't know. I'm gonna have to leave this one here for now. I do want to solve it, but yeah, it's nice to have a couple of tests that I can just cycle on for a while. I have 3 now. I have this one, I have ASDF World 2, and ASDF World 3 from Assault. And 3, I don't even know where to start with 3. It's so simple that I just can't solve it. It's crazy, but it was a lot of fun. I also forgot to push this button earlier, so if you're still here from the very start of the stream and haven't yet subscribed, what are you doing, man? Odds are good you just see my Discord alerts then, and there's no need for you to subscribe, which is honestly fine. YouTube has got its whole thing happening right now with algorithms, and I don't know if you guys are aware of the whole like auto AI detection of age and censoring content out there, but I've seen some blurbs about that, and I'm like, what is it? This is crazy. I don't know that I like this. So yeah, thank you for the fun stream. It was very nice meeting you all. Well, Metal Penguin, thanks for dropping by. I enjoyed playing your map, and I look forward to playing William's map next time. So next Saturday, William, this is not the finger of threatening. This is the finger of, I'm trying to think and my brain's fried from all these Divinity style tests. Yeah, if you're around next time, drop a recommendation in the chat like you just did, and then we'll just play that one first. It'll be fun. So thanks everyone for coming on by. Please remember, like and subscribe this thing over here. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.